All right, hey guys, here we are. Hole number 3 that we're setting up for now. The Expert Tournament. Pretty common wind angle here. Now, the one thing that's important to note is when you do your ring adjustment, you're going to be pulling up to this higher ground. It's going to cause the ball to launch on you a little bit. It's also going to make the ball higher in the air, so you'll typically need to go more rings this way. So you also see the tree trouble there, so you might want to just be careful. Make sure, especially make sure if you're going into power that you don't get too aggressive on the north edge, because this is going to cause the ball to launch on you. But it's also moving up to higher ground. Most guys end up kind of under adjusting their wind as well. But you'll see you won't really need any curl. You can just kind of use the wind effect on this one. So that's more or less what I'll try to do. So I'm going to set up right on the max line. I'll probably just switch the angle a little bit. So you'll see that I'm only going full 4 topspin. I'm going to switch and go this way. In my opinion, it makes no sense to use the ring adjustment the way that the opponent just did. It's much easier to see the rings going up the slope here. So that's more or less what you'll see that I'm trying to do. And, I typically may go 6 rings. I'm going to go 7 with the way that this launches. So 7 rings. Not even going to utilize curl. I don't think I'm going to need it. Another thing you can do is you can use a quarterback as well. It looks like just a hair of curl. But as you can see, I didn't need it. But, another thing that we can do is we can go rock or QB. So rock is going to definitely have enough topspin. And if we want to increase that accuracy and we have rock 8, for instance, it's definitely worthy of going into rock. Now, since I knew I didn't need any power, that's one of the main reasons that I just went ahead with the Apocalypse. I figured, at 650, it's like 65 to 75 accuracy. It's probably going to be good enough. You really don't have to worry about great balls costing you. But with things like Extra Mile, you do. So that is an important thing to note, is you'll just want to be just a little bit cautious. Think about the club and how much accuracy it already has. But again, if you can do something like a rock, even in a slight power, all you'll need is that 4 topspin. You just want to hone in on that accuracy bit more so than anything. But again, if you don't have enough of that power to do so, like if it's not a 226 or at least a 221, may not even be worth dealing with. So keep that in mind. Now, the first thing that you're going to see that I'm going to try to do is just try to master the amount of offset here. I'm thinking about trying to land somewhere in here. And what I'll typically do is pretty close to the max adjustment here. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood. Now I'm going to go 8 rings. Plus I'm going to curl back. As you could see that the tree started to get in the way. So that's the main reason for the curl back. But it looks like this is probably going to be blocked out to the left anyway. Should have kept all that curl on. I wasn't sure if the trees were going to be in the way, because half the if you drive it successful enough, they won't be. So I should have kept that side spin on. As you can see, I started just getting a little too tight on time. Had to just kind of go with the adjustment, make sure that I missed the tree more than anything. However, if you can kind of find that balance, you see I had more room to go right spin. So if I can, essentially tweak that, but you're going to have to, do it a different amount each and every time. How intense is the wind? And you'll just need to be thinking about those types of factors, because you won't be able to just, get up there and do the same spin every time. It's really going to be dictated by how the shot looks and how everything looks according to the wind they give you and also where you are in the fairway. So keep those tips in mind. Good luck, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.